Hello, are you awake yet? It's time to start this morning's session of Waking Up to Grace. We have today Miss Terry Cotton, who is going to be reading a devotion. And what do we call it, Terry?
Better version of themselves.
Better version of self. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Terry. There you go, Terry.
Oh, okay. It's morning, right?
It's morning.
Okay. Good morning. Today's devotion comes from Matthew 4:19. How many people know that one? I don't. Come follow me, Jesus said, and I will send you out to fish for people. See, you really did know it, didn't you? You just didn't know you knew it. So Jesus always pointed people towards a better version of themselves, particularly when they had failed. It's hard having to endure our failures, but the failure itself usually isn't as bad as the story we tell ourselves about it, and how often we tell ourselves about it. We tell ourselves our worth took a hit because we tied it to our performance. Our darker angels say we should have known we wouldn't amount to much because we let someone we love down. We say we'll never risk giving our heart away because it just never works out. The failure isn't where we get roadblocked. Failure is just a part of being human. It's going to happen, guaranteed. The problem is usually the story we tell ourselves to keep us from moving past it. That's true. Jesus saw people's failures as an opportunity to tell them the truth about themselves. What? Say that again. Jesus saw people's failures as an opportunity to tell them the truth about themselves. Example. After Peter denied him on the loneliest night of his life, Jesus told him he would become the rock of the church that the church would be built on. What? You're going to deny me 1 minute and the next minute you're going to be my superstar? That's Jesus for you. Think about it. It's about you too. After the woman was caught in adultery and thrown at his feet, Jesus told her she wasn't condemned. He said there was a hope for a beautiful future if she wanted it. Hope for a beautiful future. You've got that too. As he forgave people who brought shame upon themselves, he always took the opportunity to say they were more than their mistakes, and his grace was bigger than their lives. Jesus pointed people towards a better version of themselves. He saw their shame and knew the story they told themselves could have a greater paralyzing effect on their lives than the actual failure itself. He wanted them to know their value wasn't based on their ability to get it right. He wanted them to understand who they were was more than what they'd done. He wanted them to know he saw them at their worst and he had never loved them more. Next time you mess up, don't invent a new plot. Don't tell yourself a story different from the story Jesus has been telling about you. Listen to Jesus instead. Thought for the day. What would Jesus say he really thinks about you?
Thank you, Terry. What we think about you is we love you. We know you're children of God, and we know that you strive to do your best, and you are loved. And with that being said, we want to say goodbye and have a blessed day.